What's better than role-playing your favorite superhero or villain? Winning. We all have that competitive side to us. So, here's my top 5 heroes you should be playing in Marvel Rivals. Magic. Magic is a melee DPS or duelist. Her entire kit revolves around her ability to dive in and out of the fight with ease. Magic has a great range on her basic attacks, leaving her in an excellent position unlike most melee characters. Magic's passive, Limbo's Might, converts the damage she inflicts into bonus health for herself, a great tool for staying alive while diving into the enemy's backline. Like most characters, Magic can cancel certain abilities or attacks into the universal melee button. This will come in handy more often than you think. Here's how that looks. Using Magic's Magic Slash ability allows you to send a flying slash at your enemies, which can be charged up for more damage. Utilizing this move is a game changer as it chunks the enemy team's backline before diving in for the kill. Speaking of diving into the enemy team, Magic also has a fast moving forward attack that knocks up any enemies that it hits. Umbral Incursion. It's her bread and butter. This move paired with some of her abilities can eliminate enemies before they even have a chance to react. Using this creatively not only secures kills, but in a tight spot, it could save your life, whether it's simply backing up or diving toward that health pack you desperately need because you spent all game complaining about your healers and now they just resent you.
I'm dying. Help me.
Since we're on the topic of escaping, Magic's Stepping Discs ability is truly powerful. It's also the only teleport in the game, leaving Magic untargetable and invincible to all forms of damage. Magic gains 2 separate options once she exits the portal. Eldritch Whirl. This swings her soul sword, hitting multiple enemies in front of her. Demon's Rage. She places a tiny demon straight out of Limbo. It may be small, but don't let that fool you. Placing this nasty little monster on Penny's spider bots, behind tanks, can really turn the tide in your favor. Lastly, Magic's ultimate, Dark Child.
I am Dark Child.
Transforms her into her demon counterpart for 10 seconds, enhancing all of her abilities and resetting cooldowns. Magic's abilities make her one of the best solo carries in the game, but it's not without skill and well-placed dives. There's one thing that will end all your shenanigans and leave you with an empty void of sadness. Getting CC'd, getting stunned, getting stuck in the same position because Marvel just wants to. Anyways, Luna, Groot, Mantis, and I think a few others have stun abilities. These are characters you want to look out for when diving into the enemy team. Here's a suggested kill combo for when you do land those dive-ins. Number 4, Doctor Strange. With every great duelist, there's a Vanguard. Doctor Strange is hands down one of the best picks if you're just starting out as a tank main. With only a 2-star difficulty, I'm sure you'll get the hang of him pretty quickly. Doctor Strange is great at controlling the fight and keeping enemies back. His basic attack is a triple hit single fire that deals great damage but comes at a cost. With each basic attack, you build up your dark magic meter. If not cleared quickly, once it reaches 100, you'll get the anti-heal debuff, which stops you from receiving healing from your supports. Using his ability, Maelstrom of Madness, you can release the dark magic you've built up to deal damage in an AoE blast to nearby enemies. Shield of Seraphim is a great tool in his kit, able to withstand up to 800 damage before breaking. You might think that's not a lot, but you'd be mistaken. Anytime you deactivate it by letting go of your input, the shield starts to regenerate at a rate of 16 health per second, 1 second after deactivation. Now I'm sure you've seen all the clips with Doctor Strange's portal. It's a great tool for many reasons. Other than playing Portal 2 with your enemies, Pentagram of Farala can turn a bad situation into a victory by teleporting your entire team from the spawn area to your enemy's flank. The enemy team will hear a sound cue. Be careful when setting up your portals. Before touching on his ultimate, let's look at his last normal ability, Cloak of Levitation. Doctor Strange can fly up and stay in the air for 6 seconds. This can be used to dodge certain grounded abilities and just get right up in that mother Iron Man's face. Cause why? Why? Just why? Why are you playing Iron Man? Now, for the main course, the silver platter, the breakfast in bed, Eye of Agamotto, because it sounds like an omelet. This ultimate has won me so many games, whether I'm playing Doctor Strange or my teammates are. Who doesn't want the entire enemy team stuck in a CC for 3 seconds? Unable to guard, run away, heal, spam abilities? I know I do. Doctor Strange is a great tank hero, but with every tank, there needs to be a strategist. Number 3. Mantis. Every great team and every win behind that team had a healer. With great power comes your teammates yelling at you for not being their pocket healer.
You're terrible.
But it's okay. Don't let that shy you away from a good time, because although Mantis is a healer, she's up there with the best DPS heroes in the game. She can really hold her own. Mantis brings a high rate of fire basic attack that, paired with her ability Natural Anger, can truly decimate enemies, helping her tanks and DPS teammates deal just as heavy a punch to opponents. But it does come at a cost of a life orb. On the topic of life orbs, Mantis gets 4 life orbs on spawn, and life orbs are the main power source for her kit, as seen with the previously mentioned ability. Her passive grants a movement speed boost when not injured, and healing over time when you consume a life orb. Tanks dying too fast, DPS keep diving in and dying? Look no further than her healing flower, which grants your targeted ally healing over time. This also costs a life orb. I'd personally say that healing over time isn't really my favorite, but it is really good. Alongside her healing abilities, Mantis can boost her allies' damage output with allied inspiration. By consuming a life orb, you'll be able to help your team take down even the tankiest opponents. Now, you've heard me talk about spending life orb here, giving life orb there, running low on life orbs. Land a critical hit with her basic attack to gain 1 life orb per critical hit. So whenever you hear that, you got yourself a life orb. There are only 2 healers in the game with CC, or crowd control, and this one is hands down the best in my opinion. Spore Slumber. You think those sweaty players that haven't seen the sun since the game came out need a permanent nap? Put them to sleep with this move. This ability is great at getting people off of you. As a healer, you're going to have DPS trying to kill you, tanks trying to kill you, because all in all, you're keeping your team alive. So this move puts a stop to that. Mantis' ultimate, Soul Resurgence. Is one of the best ults in the game. She surrounds herself and her allies, granting them healing over time and movement speed for about 8 seconds. Already fully healed? No problem. Any extra health will be converted into bonus health, keeping you and your team alive that much longer. Number 2, Luna Snow. You're going to see a pattern of heroes played in the higher and lower ranks because they're that good. Luna Snow is one of those characters, breezing over her competition and never shy to share the spotlight with her team. This strategist is one of the very best in the entire game. Leave the gimmicks of Jeff the Land Shark at home and pick up Luna Snow. Her basic attack is a triple burst that not only damages enemies, but also heals allies. With a 30-round clip, this is one of the best basic attacks in the healer category. Her passive, Cryo Heart, automatically heals Luna for a sizable chunk. And no, not the chunk of money missing from my wallet buying every skin, but a huge chunk of health. Unlike most heroes, Luna has 2 passives. The second one, Smooth Skate, allows her to glide around the map with increased mobility and higher jumps, making it hard for her to miss a fight after she died. Like Mantis, Luna is equipped with a CC, Absolute Zero. It's a skill shot, so you need to lead your shot a bit, but it's honestly better used if you're getting pushed. You want to make sure you freeze that Hulk or Venom or Star-Lord pushing you on the backline. And remember, using Luna's abilities heals her as well. Now, let's talk about Ice Arts. Not only does activating this heal you, but with each hit on enemy heroes, it will heal you even more, making you relevant in team fights. Everyone loves getting that MVP or SVP at the end of a match. Luna Snow isn't greedy with sharing the stage. Her Share the Stage ability attaches an idle aura to an ally. With each heal Luna applies to other allies, the hero attached to the idol will also heal for a percentage. Now, what we're all here for, the most annoying but life-saving ultimate in the game, allowing your team to flip the game in their favor, activating Fate of both worlds, will instantly heal your allies within the area of effect so much it feels like they're unkillable. Paired with the healing factor, you may also toggle between a damage boost, giving your team that extra icy kick. Number 1, Hela.
Hell unleashed!
Not only the goddess of death, not only the demon of my dreams, Hela dominates the ranks, steamrolling over tanks, DPS, and healing heroes with ease. Hela comes with a smaller clip size than most, thank God, but she makes up for it with her sheer power. Hela is able to take down her enemies with just 2 critical hits, unlike the average 3 it takes to kill most squishies. This is where Hela shines the most, because not only do her basic attacks devastate any attempt to push forward, each takedown leaves behind a timed crow explosive that deals damage to nearby enemies, with her passive, the strong Crow Storm, causing chaos wherever you go. Find yourself in a pinch, need to get to a higher vantage point to take out your opponents? Look no further than her ability Astral Flock. Transforming Hela into a crow so she can fly in the air in any direction, this ability makes her untargetable and invincible, or at the very least, very hard to hit. I'm not entirely sure if you can hit her in the crow form, but I'm pretty sure you can. Hela's onto her next ability, Soul Drainer, is incredibly annoying. Sending forward a flying orb that groups enemies hit to the center of the orb and briefly stuns them, leaving them wide open for those 2 critical hits that we just spoke about. Now onto the last tool of Hela's kit, Piercing Knight. Hela launches multiple Knight Sword Thorns that detonate after a short time. This is a great tool to pair with her basic attacks and stun. And last but not least, we have all heard it before. We get chills hearing the audio cue.
Hell unleashed!
Soaring into the sky is the enemy team Hela, raining down exploding crows, dealing huge damage for 10 seconds and granting herself her health back. Not only can you not hit her during this activation, but it only takes 2 hits to kill you as a DPS or healer. Although this ability can be blocked with the likes of Doctor Strange, it's still an amazing ultimate that can turn the tide of any game. These are the top 5 heroes you should be maining to win in any rank. If you have a hero that you think belongs on this list, leave a comment below and be sure to tell me and everyone watching who it is and why. If you like this video, consider leaving a like and subscribing. I'll be live at least 2 times a week on this channel and engaging with every comment. Until next time, rivals. See ya.